Let me come across to you, Ashwini, first. If you could tell us a little more about this latest attack that took place, and the encounter may have been over, but the sad news is that these terrorists managed to flee.
Yeah, there was an attack by the firing from the terrorist side or the police side, but there was an attack on the police post Sangh in Gulabgarh area of Udhampur district, and it started at 9:15 yesterday night, and there was a whole night there was an intermittent firing between the police in the police post and the village defense committee members and from other sources also, but police has now reached the police post in only one SPO, Ghulam Muhammad. He is an ex-militant. He was recruited in the police. He is injured with the 2 bullet shots, and the arms and ammunition, they are intact, and there is no injury to anybody. And the police is ascertaining whether this is a terrorist attack or there was a accidental fire from the village defense committee, because most of the village defense committee, 41 members of the village defense committee, they are from the majority side, so they are changing. They are looking after the all aspects of the attack. It was an attack or it was accidental fire. So they are searching the area. Army has also reached from the Kathua area. They are on the track and they are searching the area. So the police, senior police officer, they are also on the way, because it is a forest area. They have to take around 3 to 4 hours to reach the police post from the Gulabgarh. There is no road communication to the police post. Yeah.
All right. Ashwini there joining us from Jammu. Let's quickly go across now to Shuja ul Haq, who joins us from Srinagar at this moment. Shuja, do we know more about the increase in the security apparatus that has been put in place? Because we are looking at 15th of August, we are looking at a situation where a number of attacks have in fact been reported, twice in Udhampur itself, which was largely known to be terror-free. So as far as the state government is concerned, are they increasing the security arrangement in the state?
Well, yes, Sanket. In fact, immediately after the Udhampur attack, there was an alert sounded all across Kashmir Valley. Most of the teams who are involved with security have been put on on an alert and have been told to be extra vigilant. In fact, there are teams that I can tell you who are working on the leads that have been provided by the militant who has been captured in Udhampur, and a lot of teams are working on that in Srinagar as we speak. So in all that atmosphere, there is definite heightening in terms of the security apparatus, and also the fact that 15th August is coming, that is also making the entire effort all the more important and significant. Though in Kashmir Valley there is always that sense of vigilance when it comes to events like 15th August and 26th January, but the security apparatus has been tightened, and there are more efforts being made to ensure that these incidents do not happen. But yes, the fact remains that there is an increase in the level of militancy, particularly in the South Kashmir areas. Like you've been pointing out, there was at least 2 incidents of firing yesterday in South Kashmir, in which in one encounter one militant was killed, but in the other incident of firing there has been no outcome as of now. One house has been completely damaged. It was, as per the local reports, it was blasted because there was suspicion that the militants could have been inside that house. But as of now, there has been no output from that particular incident. So keeping all this in mind, one can only assume that the security apparatus is trying to put its extra bit in ensuring that incidents like these do come down.
Okay. Shuja ul Haq as well as Ashwini Kumar. Thanks very much, Ashwini Kumar, joining us from Jammu and Srinagar. In fact, let's quickly tell you and take you through a different story that we are tracking about Naved, the lone surviving terrorist who actually is going to nail Pakistan's role. He was captured alive 2 days back. Now, India today tracked down the house of Naved, the terrorist captured after the attack on a BSF convoy in Udhampur. India Today's Hamza Amir reached his residence in Faisalabad when he addressed Yaqub Muhammad, Naved's father. He shut the door on our correspondent and refused to speak to India Today. This report by Hamza Amir from Faisalabad in Pakistan.
We're standing outside the house of Muhammad Yaqub. We've been able to locate the exact location where Muhammad Yaqub lives, the father of Naveed, who is a terrorist resident in Kashmir. After seeing us, he's gone back and he's switched the lights off. As you can see, this room, lights were on, and now they've been switched off. He's looking at us every now and then from the corner, and over here, it was the main gate where he was standing, and he went inside. It was very evident. He saw us, he saw the camera. I spoke to him, and then he shut himself in. It seems that he certainly is scared, but yes, Muhammad Yaqub is someone who is here, who is the father of Naveed, and this is exactly the location, gully number 3, the Free Colony in Faisalabad. It is right in the deep suburbs, very, very deep inside Faisalabad. Very difficult terrain, very, very small streets over here. What surrounding says over here, it seems that this whole colony is a very low categorized colony, but this exactly is where he lives. This is gully number 3. This is Muhammad Yaqub's house. This is Hamza Amir in Faisalabad for India Today.
All right, that was Hamza Amir's report from Faisalabad inside Pakistan, the first crew, first Indian TV crew to actually reach the residence of Naveed. Meanwhile, Naveed has been making some startling revelations during interrogation. Now, he has revealed that he passed class 5th and then finished his education in a madrasa. Let's quickly show you this particular presentation that we have actually prepared. During the interrogation that is being carried out, what exactly is he believed to have told the security forces? When he was asked what was his father's name, he said, "My father's name is Muhammad Yaqub." Then the other question that was asked to him was his address, to which he said, Khuiwala, Rafiq Colony, gully number 3, Faisalabad, Pakistan. That's the address that he actually gave to the interrogators. Year of birth is 1996. He says he's not sure about the date. Let's see what else he actually said. He was actually asked about his educational qualification, to which he says, "I passed class 5th examination, finished education in a madrasa." Then, upon questioning, he actually said that he joined Lashkar-e-Toiba 18 months back, took arms training. He was trained to use AK-47, throw grenades. Now, all of this happened in Muzaffarabad training camp. That's in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. He then said that on the 2nd of June, 4 LET operatives crossed over from Tangmarg in Baramulla. Now, this is a fact which is disputed. A lot of people say that during interrogation he changed this version multiple times. But finally he said that he came from Baramulla. He said the handlers gave them arms, GPS as well as maps. Now they travelled on foot for about 18 to 20 kilometers from the line of control. Then he goes on to actually tell investigators that he had a lot of fun in the Kashmir Valley. He took drugs during these 2 months that he was in the Indian side of the border. He says then he met several Pakistani and local terrorists during this 2-month period. For this 2-month period that he was in India, he met a lot of the handlers, some of whose pictures we have actually revealed here on India Today. He said that the commanders directed Momin, that's another terrorist with him, and him to attack an army vehicle. So that's the information that he actually told the investigators, that he was told by his handlers to attack an army vehicle, and other 2 Pak terrorists were in fact told to remain in Kulgam. So while Momin and him were asked to move, they were in fact told to, the other 2 were told to stay back. Now he also goes on to tell investigators that Momin and him actually took drugs before they attacked the BSF convoy. Now around 4:30 AM on the 5th of August, he said that he hid in the dense forest and then he watched the movement of the army, BSF and the CRPF convoy. So one thing is very clear, that as far as Naveed is concerned, during his interrogation, he says Momin attacked the BSF convoy near Samruli in Udhampur. So they did not make that distinction quite clearly, what really is an army convoy or a BSF convoy, but they carried out the attack because they were told to do so. They were told to attack men in uniform. So that's pretty much what the interrogation or the investigation into this lone surviving terrorist and what exactly is he telling security forces. That's the presentation that we have prepared about the entire sequence of events. Now, while terrorist Naved is living proof of Pakistan's link to the Udhampur encounter, here's another sensational revelation. Speaking to an English daily, a Pakistani citizen called Muhammad Yaqub has claimed that Naved is his son. Yaqub reportedly admitted to being the unfortunate father of the terrorist. The telephone conversation with the English daily lasted for just about 20 seconds, during which Yaqub, in a Punjabi accent, also claimed a threat to his family from the Lashkar. Now, martyr Rocky of the Border Security Force was cremated today with full state honours. It was the bravery of the late BSF Constable Rocky that averted major damage when two heavily armed Pakistani terrorists attacked a BSF convoy. But to the disappointment of the martyr's family, not a single politician had come to pay respect to the martyr. Rocky's brother said that no political leader came to visit them despite his brother laying down his life in the line of duty. Martyred Constable Rocky's body reached his home in Yamunanagar in Haryana, where he was laid to rest. Now, Rocky was the sole earning member of his family. His father said the martyr's mother has not been told so far about the son's death, as she's unwell. Manjeet Sehgal, Mail Today correspondent from Chandigarh, now joins us on the phone line. Morning, Manjeet. Can you tell us a little about, this anger that the family now has? And it's quite justifiable because, if you hear what the family says, this is a person who laid down his life, made the supreme sacrifice. When netas want votes, they come to the village, they would mark each and every household. But to celebrate, or at least to even acknowledge the effort that has been made by, the Jawan, the brave Jawan, to acknowledge his bravery, no neta, no politician from that area actually visited.
Morning, Sanket. Well, the family of the martyr has regretted that none of the political leaders of the state visited them to express condolence till today. But sources told us that the Haryana Minister Karamdev Kamboj and MLA Balwant Singh will be taking part in the cremation shortly, which is being held in Yamunanagar. Ankit, Rocky belonged to Ramgarh, Majra village of Yamunanagar, and his family is deeply hurt by the way the state institutions ignored them and the sacrifice of the local youth. So the residents of the non-discussed Ramgarh, Majra village are proud of their brave son Rocky, BS Constable, who fought valiantly and took out a Pakistan terrorist before being fatally wounded in the Udhampur ambush on the family. Ankit, Rocky's brother has said that he would like to join the army and would like to serve the nation. Ankit.
Okay. Okay, Manjeet Sehgal, many thanks for joining us with all the latest.